in the remembrance of the Sahibzade that's coming up in December, right? So I've been asked to share that with everyone, that we're going to do 5 Mool Mantra jobs, and also with these jobs, the Mool Mantra jobs that we're going to do, we're going to be able to focus on what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to do the jobs, and then we're going to go do a Mangala Charna. And the whole point of that is so we're able to focus our minds on the talk, the katha, whatever you want to call it. But it's almost like, if you think about it in this way, that just like you tune a radio and you get that frequency right. First it'll be all sorts of noise, and then when it just hits that point, then it's a bit like that. And that's what we use the Mool Mantra jobs for. Yeah. And the Mangala Charna that we're going to do after is a couple of reasons why we do that. One is, I only learned this recently, is that you're declaring to everyone that my Guru is Guru Nanak Dev Ji, firstly. The second is you're asking for that kirpa, the blessings from Guru Sahib Ji, so we're able to focus. Yeah. So if everyone can join in the Mool Mantra, we're going to do it nice and slowly so everyone can join in. And if everyone joins in, that's when you get a lot of bliss, a lot of anand happens. Because there's a bhajan Baba Nand Singh Ji used to do, Kaleran Wale. They used to say that when you do Simran, Part, Bani on your own, think of it this way, that's a raindrop. One raindrop is falling on you, and that raindrop is the form of kirpa, blessings, right? But when you do it in Sangat form, it's like a rainfall then. I know you're getting drenched with kirpa. I know. So let's do Mool Mantra, 5 Mool Mantras. We'll do Mangala Charna, and then we'll get started on what we're going to be doing today, yeah? Ek oankar satnam karta purkh nirbhau nirvair akal murat ajuni saibhang gur prasad jap आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भौ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भौ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भौ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भौ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच ज्ञान त्यान किछ कर्म न जाना सार न जाना तेरी सब ते वड्डा सतगुर नानक जिन कल राखी मेरी सब ते वड्डा सतगुर नानक जिन कल राखी मेरी कहाँ बोध प्रभ तुच्छ हमारी बरन सकै महिमा जो तिहारी हम ना सख्त कर सिफत तुम्हारी आप लिहो तुम कथा सुधारी हम ना सख्त कर सिफत तुम्हारी आप लिहो तुम कथा सुधारी संगत जी गज के फतेह बुलाओ वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. So firstly, thank you so much for having me. I know Baman Singh's asked me for a couple of times to come here actually, but for those that might not know, I'm from Leicester, so the drive down was a bit hectic, loads of traffic. You know? When Baman Singh asked me to do this talk, I didn't say no because it was Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. So just to give you a bit of a background about myself. With Guru Sahib Ji's Kirpa in Leicester, we do something called the Friday Night Sikhi every Fridays. And with Guru Sahib Ji's Kirpa Naal, we've been doing it for about 11 years. And for the past, I'm going to say 6 years now, 5 to 6 years, we've been going through Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's life in so much detail that, put it this way, yeah, that we've been doing it for about past 5-6 years, and we've only covered the first half of their first travels. So we all know that they did 4 Udasiyan, 4 travels, where they travelled around the world. And so far we've just gotten up to the first half of the first travel, and it's taken us 5 to 6 years to get there. So you can imagine how much detail we're going through it. And going through it has changed, like it's been so much bliss, seeing the Sangat members, the way lives have been changed, literally lives have been changed. And not just one life, we've seen families' lives change, going through Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's life, you know. So, I just want to share one quick story with you guys, why it's really important that we learn our history, we go through our itihas, and why it's important that you actually have to put effort in to listen and to tell others about it as well. So going through Friday Night Sikhi for the past 11 years, there's been ups and downs where the organizers and the talkers or whatnot, when we first started out, we did a ardas to Guru Sahib Ji. We said that whether one turns up or whether 100 people come, we should do it every Fridays. Right? We did the ardas in front of Maharaj and we started. And here and there, it was that, where probably Guru Sahib Ji testing us, and it was a test, where only one person was turning up. And then you kind of waver a little bit, don't you? Because you're putting this much effort into it and only one person has turned up. And then we still have a conversation, we still do vichar on Sikhi, but then you start thinking that maybe it's time to pack it in now. So by profession, I'm a driving instructor in Leicester, and a few of the people that come Friday Night Sikhi over the years have been my students, my driving students as well. So it's a good way to market it as well, to get business going. But one of the regular members that were coming to Friday Night Sikhi at that time, this was many years ago, at that time, it got down to like only 1 or 2 people would come. And we made a decision to pack it in. So that particular Friday was going to be the last Friday in my mind, that we were going to make the announcement that we're not going to do any more now. And Guru Sahib Ji were about to remind us about the ardas that we did. So I picked my student from her house, and the first thing she said was that, "Oh, Baji, thanks so much for last week. The Friday Night Sikhi was, we learnt a lot." And at that point I was, Tika, you know, it's fine. And she goes, "I just want to share something with you. You know how much of it change is making in my life." And at that point I was like kind of I wasn't really listening carefully, but she goes, it's impacted me so much that I've come off antidepressants. And when she made that claim, I was like, whoa. So I parked up on the left. I said, pull up on the left. Like, let's talk about this for a bit. And I go, how? How's that? How have you come off that? Like, by going through, like, Guru. And she goes, listening to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's Jivan, their life, in the way it's being told in so much detail, what I've learned is that we, in our family, in our household, in our everyday lives, we start thinking that, you know, we're the only ones that go through maybe family problems, we go through financial problems, we go through health problems. We sometimes start thinking that we're the only ones that experience that. She goes, what I've learned is that even Guru Sahib Ji went through all that. So if Guru Sahib Ji went through all that, then it's supposed to be part of life. Right? It's supposed to be part of life. Like Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj went through family issues, family problems, like with their in-laws, with their children, yeah? They went through family problems with almost their wife, right? And when they're going to, and then later on we learn, obviously, if you look at history, our history, like Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, if you look at most of you will know that Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj's brother tried to kill their son. Right? That's like drama that you see on TV, right? But that's how serious it was, like family issues. If Guru Sahib Ji went through it, it's supposed to be part of life then. And then she goes, when I thought of it that way, I almost felt like a big weight lifted off my shoulders. And she goes, I started speaking to doctors, I think I'm ready to come off it. And the doctor was, okay, even he was surprised. And she goes, I come off it. And then over the years, we've had a few other people that come to Friday Night Sikhi, but it's all Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Kirpa, this is. All of it is Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Kirpa. In no way is it like, if anyone, I don't want it to make it sound like that I'm bigging myself up in any way, but it's all Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Kirpa, this is. So the talk today is the travels of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, yeah? When I spoke to Baban Singh about this, I was like, in my head, I was like, I want the title to be Falling in Love with Guru Nanak Dev Ji, yeah? And my aim today is going to be that by the end of today's session, hopefully with Guru Sahib Ji's Kirpa, you'll fall in love with Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And I know we say that we're the Sikh of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. If anyone was to ask you about, can you tell us about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, you might be able to tell someone they're the first Guru, they did this and that. But how do you fall in love with someone? When I say you fall in love with someone, how do you really fall in love with someone? Right? You think about in your daily lives, in your whoever you've fallen in love with at some point in your life, yeah? How have you fallen in love with that person? Is you get to know them firstly, right? You want to know everything about them. You want to know what they're interested in, right? One of the sakya that we're going to go through today, we're going to learn that what made Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj happy. So whoever you love, you want to make them happy, don't you? I know. So these things you pick up from history, from Etihad. So main aim is going to be to fall in love with Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So it was really hard though to pick the sakya to share with everyone. But the sakya that we've decided to do with everyone, there's 3 that I want to go through, and hopefully we'll have enough time. And the reason why I say that is because we're going to go through the sakya in so much detail. Now, I know at the Thursday talks, that which you are smashing, by the way, the organisers smashing, the talkers that come prepared with like slideshows and visuals and all that, right? But we don't do any visuals on Friday Night Sikhi or whatnot. So I thought, you know what? I want everyone to use the power of their mind, what Guru Sahib Ji has given to everyone, yeah? And you can use the power of your mind to connect with Guru Sahib Ji in that way. Because think about it this way, that back in the days when we didn't have technology, when Sangat would sit in Gatha and listen to it, there weren't no visuals back then, right? But the Gatha used to be like, the Sangat members used to be not pin drop silence or whatnot, huh? So I don't want to sound like a cop-out as well, that I couldn't be asked to make it. That's one of the reasons though. Because I'm not that good with technology either, yeah? I was saying to these, like, can you somehow make it that the pictures randomly change and it loops and all that? But Jolo, it is whatever it is, Hannah. So how do you even, like, where do you even begin when it comes to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj? Now, Prakash Purab went on Friday, yeah? And the immense happiness that I was feeling that day, and I know a lot of people would have been feeling that day, where it's to a point where you can't even explain that happiness, was purely because it's Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Prakash Purab, and that's the day Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj came and blessed the whole world, right? They came into this world, and you feel that, and where do you even begin with Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj? It's so hard. Like, and I honestly believe that there's no sentences, there's no words that can do justice to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Memma, their Ustad. How do we praise Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, yeah? But we can still try, yeah? A poet once wrote, Tare gine jaat hai, par tere tare na ginat hai. Meaning that the stars in the skies can be counted, but the amount of people that you've saved can't be counted. And the truth is not just, we sometimes fall into this little trap in our minds that this history happened so long time ago, that it only happened back then. But the truth is, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is saving people even to this day, right? Everyone has, I'm sure no one will disagree with that. Through Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's Sakya, when you hear their Bani, everyone connects in different ways, but people are still getting saved to this day. So that number is just going to be endless. It's going to be limitless, really. It's going to be infinite, right? Maharaj is going to keep on saving everyone, keep on saving, because Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is still here. So going through the Sakhi today, we're going to try our best to use the power of our mind. And if you need visuals, then that's your visual there, yeah, to connect. Because not everyone connects in the same way. I totally, I can appreciate that as well. But there's 3 Sakhiyan I'm going to go through. From the Sakhiyan, what we're going to hopefully learn and understand is this. That Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj truly are the greatest of them all. When we say that Mangalacharan at the beginning, that Sab te vadda Satguru Nanak Jin kal rakhi meri, Sab te vadda, that is true. That we're going to understand and experience that they are truly that great, that they are the greatest of them all. One of the Sakhiyan that we're going to go through, from that Sakhi, you'll understand that how much power Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj has. Yeah, how powerful our Guru is. Yeah. And then the third Sakhi is, from that one, hopefully, we'll understand and even experience how Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj vouch for us. As they're Sikh, as Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is our Guru, and we're their Sikh, how they vouch for us. So that's the aim. And without further ado, I think we should get started on it because, like I said, we're going through so much detail. So, and any questions, or guys, please don't be shy. We'll go through the questions at the end then, yeah? So Sangat ji, take your minds back to the travels of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj with Bhai Bala ji and Bhai Mardana ji are traveling, going from city to city, country to country. And as they're traveling, Bhai Mardana ji, who have got such an amazing relationship with Guru Sahib ji, they say to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, they say, Maharaj, I've heard that in my dharm, Makkah, Medina is the most important place in this world. And I've heard this many times. And they praise this place. This place gets praised. And it's supposed to be really beautiful as well. And how come I haven't seen this, Maharaj? I have an itcha, I have a desire to see this place. Maharaj, you're Beyant, you're all-knowing. Maharaj, you're a fulfiller of all desires. I have this great desire, please fulfill it. Maharaj, ichha puri kar deo hai. Maharaj, aap ji can go anywhere in one shin, meaning in 1 second, you can go anywhere in this world. Guru Sahib ji then said, ki Mardania, Makkah, Medina is really far away, bahut dur hai. It will take us many months or even a year to get there. Bhai Mardana ji folded both hands and said, Hey Mukti Data ji, the one Guru that can bless anyone liberation, Maharaj aap ji can do anything. Get to anywhere in a second. Maharaj kirpa karo, please do kirpa Maharaj. I really want to do darshan of this place. Do whatever you have to, I want to go. Fulfill my wish, Maharaj. Guru Sahib ji listened and said, Bhai Mardanya, how can we say no to you? So from here we learn the relationship that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj had with Bhai Mardana ji firstly. They said, how can we say no to you? Na vi nahi kar sakde tenu. But then from here we also learn that Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj didn't even really want to go to Makkah. It was all because of Bhai Mardana ji that they wanted to go and show Bhai Mardana ji and the whole world. But Guru Sahib ji listen and say, how can we say no to you? If you really want to go, then let's go, asi chalde hain. Guru Sahib ji said this, and then they start to walk towards Makkah's direction. That Guru, whose darshan kardeyan sare dukh dur ho jande ne. So as soon as you get darshan of Guru Sahib ji, all your pains go away. That beautiful Satguru or Guru Sahib ji are walking. They stop to rest, and now Guru Sahib ji have changed their clothes. And they did these things so people get drawn to them. For example, when they go Hardwar, they would always do these different kautaks. They would always do different George. to get everyone's attention. So for example, when they go Hardwar, when they go into the lake, the river, and they do the water the opposite direction. Can you imagine everyone seeing that and then everyone, a crowd forming? Once the crowd forms, that's when Guru Sahib Ji used their arrows and hit them with the love. Guru Sahib Ji wear a blue chola and they had a book and put it under their arm. They wore a dastar that was really high and they had a wooden stick with them. On top of their chola, they put on a janu, the sacred Hindu thread. And from this we understand that they truly are the Malik. They truly are the master. They can do as they please. Guru Sahib Ji can do as they please. Because they said no to the janu, the sacred, the Hindu thread, when they wanted to put it on Guru Sahib Ji. Maharaj said, what's the point of this? Now they've put it on, and then in their 9th form, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, they decide to save it as well. So on one side they say no, but on one side they save the janu as well. And then people question how did this happen? Why did this happen? Why does Guru Sahib Ji do this? But it's truly their marj that we have to understand. That it's totally Guru Sahib Ji's, whatever Guru Sahib Ji want, that will happen. Guru Sahib Ji then even apply a tilak to their matha as well, their forehead. Bhai Balaji say to Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, because as this history is getting narrated, Bhai Balaji are narrating it to our second Parchar, Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, in their darbar, where Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj are sitting, where Baba Buddha Ji are sitting, where great Guru Sikhs are sitting in the Sangat. Bhai Balaji are narrating all of this to Tan Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, and a Guru Sikh by the name of Bhai Peda Mukha Ji, there they are writing it all down. So Bhai Balaji here say, Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, listen to what's going to happen next. Bhai Balaji say that Guru Sahib Ji handed me a pot and a mat. They put a black thread around their neck. They basically look like the pilgrims who went on Hajj that go to Makkah. Guru Sahib Ji dressed this to mess with everyone's minds. No one could determine what Guru Sahib Ji are. Are they Muslim or are they Hindu? They reached a place called Multan. There were other people there that wanted to go and do Hajj as well. And at this place, people rested and provisions were put out in place for them to continue their journey. They would go on a boat from Surat. Everyone was gathered here, and Guru Sahib Ji went and sat right in the middle of everyone. Gabbe jaake beh jande hai Maharaj. Bhai Balaji put out the mat for Guru Sahib Ji to sit on, and to make the air around them pure. Just like that, Guru Sahib Ji, like a fire, have sat in the middle of everyone. All of the other people sitting, they look at Guru Sahib Ji and they start getting irkha in their mind, they start getting jealous. They spoke and asked, Ki, where have you come from and what's your name? And where are you going? Are you a Muslim or are you a Hindu? We're a little confused. You look like a Muslim and a Hindu. Then Guru Sahib Ji said, Ki, we have come from Begumpura, and this was a city that was known to be the city of God. And Guru Sahib Ji said, where there is Anand, all of the Hindus and Muslims in this world, I'm here for everyone. Main sareyan liye aaya haan. People that are stuck with the mindset that their dharm is the best and they look down on other dharms, oh kache ne. And they have left WhyGuru and are stuck in duality. They have that one jyot and they don't understand this. Sangaji, to remind everyone, when you listen to a Sakhi, it's basically the art of listening to a Sakhi is that whoever Guru Sahib you're giving an upadesh to, a teaching to, don't think that Guru Sahib you're speaking to someone in the Sakhi. You apply it to your own lives. Guru Sahib, you right now are speaking to everyone in this room. Guru Sahib Ji kende, you have come to do bhakti, but you have left this and you've fallen into ego. You're like a pasupret. To make everyone understand, Guru Sahib, you're doing this. Everyone hears this and they get shocked. Sare haran ho jande utthe. And they say that this person is on another level. Amongst the crowd, there was a very powerful peer, a very powerful saint. and his name was Bahaduddin. He spoke out loud against Guru Sahib Ji, tried to challenge Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. So this Peer said, you know that kitab, that book that you've got under your arm, have you just got it for show, or do you know how to read it? Parni bhi aundiya thanu. And whatever is in there, tell us the meaning of it. Guru Sahib Ji then said, Bahaduddin, there's 3 ways to read a book. There's 3 ways to read a granth, a kitab. One way is Asht Khan, the other is Gosht Khan, and the third is Magaj Khan. Asht means bones, Gosht means mass, meat, Magaj means bakre da mass. Listen to these carefully. Guru Sahib Ji kende, after reading granths and just telling other people about it is called Asht Khan. After reading and pretending that you know everything and getting your seva done, so you're doing pakhand, thinking low of everyone else around you, that's called Gosht Khan. And after reading granths, true Gurmukhs then apply that to their lives. They do Simran and they understand that our only aim is to remember WhyGuru. True Dharmi people get rid of their hankar, they get rid of their ego after reading these holy scriptures, holy texts. And they live in WhyGuru's will. That's what Magj Khan means, is after reading a Granth, you apply it to your life. Where we should aim to get to that point as well, that when we read Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, when you read Bani in the mornings, whenever you read Bani, when you read the Hukamnama Sahib, you apply it to your lives. That's when you slowly start seeing a change coming into your lives. And they say, you know that the star that you have on, they asked Maharaj, why have you tied it? Tell us the reason. Guru Sahib Ji said that a big dastar is called a dastar and a small one is called a fulah. Wearing a dastar, I have got rid of hankar and got rid of irkha, jealousy, remembering WhyGuru all the time. And a small dastar is tied inwards differently. But the meaning of this is to look at yourself inside. And there's also 4 things that you should renounce. The pleasures of this world and the next should be renounced as well. So quite often we start living in this world where we think that that's it. After this is nothing. Hand on heart, how many times have we even thought about the next world? What's going to happen to us next? But Guru Sahib Ji constantly remind everyone, whenever they've gone anywhere, whenever they've given updesh, they always say that in this world and the next world, that Simran will save you. Guru Sahib Ji will save you. Maharaj kende, the pleasure of this world and the next should be renounced. Man, more as well. Then Bahaduddin said, why have you got a kafani on? A kafani, Sangat Ji, is just like a chola, but it's a really open one. It's not like tied to anything like that. It almost looks like just a sheet. Guru Sahib Ji kende, kafani is for people that have died. So for this world, they have died, they don't have hankar. Oh hankar mardan de aapda. And then Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj say, use your imagination here. Maharaj goes, my name is Nanak. We are on our way to Makkah. All the people there said that this person must be a Hindu. Now he wants to go to Makkah. Let's do this. Let's get rid of him here. So he doesn't go further with us. He's a Hindu. He can't go there. All the pilgrims there got together and decided and said that, on the way to Makkah, take a mandir aundaya. There's a mandir that comes called the Surat Mandir. Near there is where they board a boat to get to Makkah. Here they also make everyone read a kalam before boarding, and Hindus will not do that, will read that kalam. They all said that you won't read the kalam, so separate from us now, don't go with us. Maranuk, and their Guru Sahib then said, when you were born, nothing or no one comes with you. And when you die, no one goes with you. You come alone and you die alone. If you understand this, your life becomes very easy. After this conversation, they spent the night there. The morning came, Amrit Vela came. Everyone's starting to get up and getting ready to go on their pilgrim. And they started their journey to Makkah. They all made sure that Guru Sahib Ji doesn't come with them. Then Guru Sahib Ji said to Bhai Mardana Ji, कि Mardanya, the Hindus aren't allowed to go to Makkah. How shall we go now? Because they put a stop, they're trying to stop us. But how shall we go now? They stopped us thinking that we are Hindu. Then Bhai Mardana ji said, Maharaj, there's no one in this world that can stop you. Not just in this world, all the worlds out there. No one's got the power or the himmah to stop you, Maharaj. What are these Turks in front of you? They're nobody. They haven't got the strength to stop you. Look at how Bhai Mardana ji with man is doing ustat of their Guru. That's how much in love they are with Maharaj. Maharaj, please do kirpa on me and take me to Makkah. Maharaj, it is my desire to go and see it. Listening to Bhai Mardana ji, Guru Sahib ji get pleased. And that's what it's all about. Our life should be all about that. That only pleasing the Guru. Not pleasing the world. Not pleasing people of this world. Our aim in life should be to please Guru Sahib ji. Guru Sahib ji said, Mardanya, if you have the desire to see Makkah, then grab the rubab and play it. Rubab di tar shade. And then Guru Sahib jo char bani hai is in Sri Rag, and this bani fulfills any ichha you have. They go, let's sing the bani. Bhai Mardana ji got really happy, and then playing the in their beautiful voices, they start singing loudly in Rag. Can you imagine that scene, that atmosphere there, as all three of them are singing this beautiful shabd? After they sang and finished the shabd, they all bowed their heads, respecting the Gurbani. They slowly raised their heads and opened their eyes. When they see, they are standing on the outskirts of Makkah itself, and they can see the buildings from a distance. That's the power of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Waqai, no one can stop the power of our Guru Sahib Ji. Bhai Mardana ji then asked Guru Sahib Ji, Ki Maharaj, where have we come? The buildings are really tall and they look really grand. Guru Sahib Ji then laughed and said, Mardana, look, Makkah's come to do your darshan. Makkah teri darshan karna aa gaya. Tanno Guru Sahib Ji aap ji, that you bless your Sikh in such a way that only you can do this. Guru Sahib Ji continue and say that whatever ichha you have, whatever you want to see, dekh la hun, tu jaake dekh la. Listening, they get really happy. Bhai Mardana ji was really excited. Guru Sahib Ji, all knowing, slowly went towards Makkah, and then they sat down just on the outskirts of the wall of the Makkah, of where Kaaba is, the building. Now they are dressed as a Haji, a pilgrim. Then sang loudly, there are char more bani here. The reason why I've left the bani out here, Sangat Ji, because it would have taken far too long to go through that as well. But there are char more bani as well. They explain the meanings. So Guru Sahib Ji uchar the bani here, and Kavi Santokh Singh Ji, who have written this beautiful history of ours, they do ustad, they praise Guru Sahib Ji here before continuing, and they say that I place my head in Guru Sahib Ji's charna. Bhai Balaji continue the katha. They say to Guru Angad Dev Ji, they say, and while Bhai Pairam Mukha Ji are writing the katha down, Bhai Balaji say, Maharaj, listen to what's going to happen next. So Guru Sahib Ji sat near the Kaaba, and they stayed sitting there for a while. Guru Sahib Ji then said, Mardana, you want to get darshan of this place, go and get darshan, jaake tu dekh la. Bhai Mardana Ji said, Ki Maharaj, there's a wall around the Kaaba. I managed to find a painting, which I wish I should have shown you guys now, but there's a painting, a really old painting of Kaaba, and there is waqai a wall around the whole place. Bhai Mardana Ji said, Maharaj, there's a wall around the Kaaba surrounding the whole place. And what exactly is everyone bowing to? What kind of tradition is this? It seems odd to me that they're doing some sort of the Kaaba. Guru Sahib Ji said, go closer. Bhai Mardana Ji then went nearer to the place. When they got closer, the guards or the priest stopped him near the gates and said, Ki tu etho namaskar kar, bow from here, you can't go close to the Kaaba. Bhai Mardana Ji said, Ki I'm a Muslim, why don't you let me go closer? I will do darshan up close. I want to touch the Kaaba and then I will come back. It will make me happy. They said that, look, you don't have permission to go closer, you can't go. But we can do one thing. We can blindfold you, then we can take you near, then you can do namaskar. But according to the rules at that time, you're not allowed to go near it with your eyes open. After hearing this, Bhai Mardana ji get upset and they come to Guru Sahib ji. Guru Sahib ji laughed and asked Bhai Mardana ji, ki, what happened? Bhai Mardana ji, really even up until this point, Guru Sahib ji have got no interest in Kaaba, in going close to it. Bhai Mardana ji said, Maharaj, they don't even let me go close, they aren't allowing me. I came with you, Maharaj. Are we going to go back without getting darshan? Maharaj, I'll always have this doubt in my mind. When else will I ever come back here? Maharaj, kirpa karo. Then we can go. You get me to do darshan, Maharaj. And from here it's clear that Bhai Mardana ji know that Guru Sahib ji can do anything and that they are WhyGuru. And when I said at the beginning as well that we learn the relationship that Bhai Mardana ji have with WhyGuru, with Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. And I always say this, that treat Guru Sahib ji like your best friend. With your best friend, you listen to them, you'll do anything for them. We should do the same as well. When Guru Sahib ji, what are Guru Sahib ji's teachings? We just celebrated their Prakash Purb. What are Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's teachings? Keep it really simple, Sangat ji. Maharaj aren't even asking for much. Maharaj, all they're asking from you is wake up at Amrit Vela and do Simran. That's all they're asking from us. That's all you have to do is wake up at Amrit Vela and just drench yourselves with the Naam. Guru Sahib ji then said, Mardanya, if you still have the itcha to see the Kaaba, go and see it. This time, they won't be able to even see you. Walk straight past them. Now, Sangat ji, these incidents have happened in modern times as well, where Guru Sahib ji has done kirpa like that. One quick story I'm going to share with everyone, modern times, is the story of Bhai Anok Singh ji Babbar. Bhai Anok Singh ji Babbar, around the 1990s, 1991, 1992, one time they had done a mission, and as they were escaping from the Punjab police, Bhai Anok Singh Babbar were very strict with their raat. When we say strict with their raat, sometimes we start thinking that this guy must be a fundamentalist or he's too strict. But the truth is that all he's doing is he's just listening to what his guru's telling him to do. That's what it is. But when I say strict with his raat, he made sure that he never missed his Nitnem. Because we later on learn from their life, when they get tortured in the prison cell, as they're getting tortured, and they're to a point where their eyes have been gouged out, and their bones have been broken, they're lying in the pool of their own blood on the floor, and they ask the guard outside what's the time. He goes, it's 6:30, and he goes, Vadiya Rera Sahib da sama ho gaya, and they start doing Rera Sahib. Great Gursikhs like that. And the reason why it's so important to learn your itihas, learn your history, is because of this. Because of these sakhi and these stories are inspirational. A few years ago, Sangat ji, I had an accident, I broke my ankle. I was in the hospital and they had to do an operation on it. They did an operation on it, they put me to sleep. And when I woke up after the operation, I was in so much pain. I was screaming out in pain or whatever. They gave me whatever dua they could. And they took me to the ward. And I was lying on the bed, feeling sorry for myself. And it was evening time. And I thought to myself that I'm not in a state to do Rera Sahib today. And I thought to myself that, I'm going to miss today. I'll miss today's Rera Sahib. Guru Sahib ji know. They know what the sketch is. You look, I'm on a bed. I've just had an operation. I'm going to miss it today. And tomorrow I'll do too. Guru Sahib ji will understand. And why I keep saying the reason why you should know your itihas is because of this. A week before that, there was a Sikhi camp going on in Leicester. And I shared the sakhi of Bhai Anok Singh Babbar with the kids. As soon as I said to myself, let's forget today's Rera Sahib, I thought of Bhai Anok Singh Babbar. I go, Kamaliya, you're lying on a bed, a really comfortable bed, where you've got a glass of water right next to you. You can press a button and the nurse will come running if you need anything. What was Bhai Anok Singh Ji Babbar didn't have any sort of that sort of... Instead, they were lying in their own pool of blood, and they still do Rera Sahib. I go to myself, you'll be the biggest muruk if you miss Rera Sahib now. And then with Guru Sahib Kirpa, I did it. Now, not for one, even for 1 second, Sangha, you don't think I'm bigging myself up in any way. This praise is Bhai Anok Singh Babbar's praise and Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's praise. But one time what happened with Bhai Anok Singh Babbar, one time when as they were escaping with a few other Singhs, some of the other Singhs had gone into the distance, and they tell this story because they could see it happening. They could see into the distance of this field that they had gone into. As Bhai Anok Singh Ji Babbar were running from the police, the Singhs in the distance seen this. Bhai Anok Singh Ji Babbar, out of the blue, they just sit on the floor. And the Punjab police are in the distance and they think that, okay, Bhai Sahib are going to get caught now. But instead, they could hear very faintly Bhai Anok Singh Ji going, Har Jog Jog Pagato Paya Paj, while the police are chasing them. And then what happens is the police run straight past them and they don't even see that Bhai Sahib are sitting there. For them 20 minutes, 25 minutes, they do the whole Rera Sahib. With Anand, they do it, they get up and then they continue. One time Bhai Avtar Singh Brahma, again when they were on a mission, they run into an abandoned kind of building, a koti of some sort. They run into it and they run into a room where the Punjab police are right outside. As soon as they get into the room, they remember Dhan Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj and Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. As soon as the Punjab police come into the room, they start looking inside the room as they're trying to search for Bhai Sahib, but they can't see Bhai Sahib standing right in the middle of the room. And then they run back out. Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, bring our minds back to Makkah now, yeah? Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj say that don't be scared of anyone, Mardanya. Listening to Guru Sahib Ji, Bhai Mardana Ji get pleased, they get happy, and then he made his way again towards the Kaaba. Bhai Mardana Ji walked straight past them and he got inside and he could see the Kaaba. And he sees a murti, a patthar of some sort. After seeing this, he came back out and he came to Guru Sahib Ji again. Guru Sahib Ji asked, did you get darshan? Tell us. Bhai Mardana Ji said, hey Maharaj Ji, there's a patthar in there. That's all I saw. Maharaj, please tell me more about this place. How did it even come about? Tell us, Maharaj. Maharaj, you're about to tell us now how even Makkah came about. Why don't they let us even look at it openly? And in Islam, we don't believe in worshipping statues. But here people are worshipping statues. Kirpa karo Maharaj, tell us, dispel my doubts please. Guru Sahib then said, Guru Sahib said that people do pakhand. It's all fake. Listen and I will tell you. The statue that they have placed there is called the Shivling. There's a statue, that statue depicts the Shivji's private parts. And this statue has been here for so many years ago. There was a mandir here once, just a jungle. And I'll tell you how it was made. In this area, many years, hundreds of thousands of years ago, there was a king. This king's name was Raja Pankar. He was a solid believer. But then when he saw the Shivling, he got really angry and he told his servants to place this really far from his palace. When his servants moved it and were taking away, a big fire ruptured out of the ground. The nagar, the alleyways, the houses, the shops, all get set on fire. The capital of this kingdom all gets set on fire. When they saw this happening, they all stood and watched with folded hands. The hankar the Raja had, the ego he had, it all went away in a second. And now they're bowing again and again. They're doing beintiyan to WhyGuru for the fire to stop. The Raja then did matha take to the statue. That night, he had a dream. And in his dream, he was told to make a mandir for the statue. And he was told, whoever goes towards this mandir with their eyes closed, their desires will get fulfilled. That's where that tradition starts from. And if you don't do this, there'll be a lot of dukh within their lives. So Hindus believe that the Shivling is still present there in the Kaaba to this day. I've spoken to a few knowledgeable Hindus over the years and they do believe that. They believe that used to be a mandir for Shivji, but the Muslims took it over and made it their own. And in Islam, they believe the black stone is a stone from paradise. Once the Kaaba had fallen and the Prophet Muhammad had it rebuilt, some people wanted to get rid of that stone, but Prophet Muhammad kept it there. And now whoever gets to see it, they kiss it. They also believe it was white, Bella, but after so many people kissing it, it's turned black. They also believe that at one point, there used to be 360 statues there. When the morning came, the king got the palace made. This place, the Kaaba, became a place for the Islam world. Whoever came in front of this place would go blind if they kept their eyes open. Now they bathe this place with water, and that water that comes off it, Hajis drink it. Then Bhai Mardana ji asked Maharaj, ki Maharaj, how come I didn't go blind? I have this doubt, please clear this doubt, Maharaj. And also, why do people here call Hindus kafir? They look down on everyone. Guru Sahib Ji then said, the truth is that these people are kafirs themselves. That's why they see others as kafir. Look at that. Guru Sahib Ji are calling all of them kafir. Mardana, WhyGuru has done a lot of Beyant Kirpa on you. That's why you didn't get blind. Bhai Mardana Ji get really happy. Bahut khush hunde ya. They stay sitting there for a while. The days pass by talking and having this conversation. The night came and Guru Sahib Ji lay to rest. Their pavitr charn pointing towards the Kaaba. And when the sun was about to rise, one person who came early to do seva of the place, he saw Guru Sahib Ji charan pointing towards the Kaaba. He was sweeping. Seeing Guru Sahib Ji in this way, he gets very angry. And he went and kicked Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. And he said very bad things toward Maharaj. He goes, who are you? Where have you come from? Do you even know what you're doing here? Why have you got your feet towards the Kaaba? Tera taram kiya. Get up and tell me. If you know what's best for you, go now, otherwise it won't be good for you. Now you're going to suffer. In a place like this, what have you come here for? You forgot about Muhammad Sahib, you forgot about Allah. After hearing his words, Guru Sahib Ji said, ki look, while traveling, we got really tired. And our feet started to hurt. We got really tired. We were so tired, we didn't even realize we pointed our feet this way. Don't get angry, gusse na ho. Do this. We are tired, we can't even get up. With your hands, point my feet towards where there isn't Allah's house. Ashta pardesiyan, we don't know the rules here. Do whatever you want, don't get angry. Turn our feet away, we won't stop you. This person's name was Jivan Mullah. Jivan Mullah got even more angry, and then he grabbed Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Charn, then dragged Maharaj and pointed them towards the other direction. Then Sangat Ji, just like a boat floats on water, Kaaba rumbles and it comes out of its foundations and it floated around to face Guru Sahib Ji's Pavitr Charn again. When Jivan Mullah turned around, he could see the Kaaba again. Now he's shocked and he doesn't understand what's happened. While he's holding Guru Sahib's Charn, he moves them left to right and the Kaaba keeps moving. He's embarrassed, he doesn't know what to do. When he couldn't do anything else, he said more bad things. He said loudly, shouting, Ki to tusi chal jo, get away from here. Tell me the truth, who are you? And little did this Jivan Mullah know that this is Khuda himself. Of course Kaaba that the whole Islam world bows down to, is bowing down to our Guru Sahib Ji, Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. So tell me the truth, who are you? The way you're acting and doing things are like a Hindu. A Muslim would never do this and what you just did. This proves that Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj weren't a Muslim. There's people out there that say that Guru Sahib Ji are because they went to Makkah, right? But which Muslim would ever do that? The Mullah continues and says that it's the morning and you're still sleeping. Don't you know it's namaz time? Your base samaj. Where have you come from? Don't you have any sharm at all? Guru Sahib Ji then sat up. And to give this Mullah some knowledge to teach him, Guru Sahib Ji char mo bani hai. And they say there's panj navajan that you do at 5 different times of the day. They have names, they have 5 names. The first namaz only gets accepted if you also speak the truth. The second is only accepted if you work honestly, work according to your dharma. The third is accepted if after working hard you give money to charity, daan. Fourth is accepted if your need is changi, if your morals are good. Fifth is accepted if you praise WhyGuru all the time. You are a true Musliman only if you do bhakti and remember Allah all the time. The amount of people that are false, that lie all the time, even if their sift is false, their praise is false. The Mullah heard this and he was so angry that he called Guru Sahib Ji a kafir, saying that kafira, why are you saying kafir aliyan galna? Why are you lying for? You don't know Allah, you don't know who Prophet Muhammad is. He's saying this to Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj who are Allah. And if someone even angrier than me comes, then you will get hit with sticks. Sotiyan de naal thonu marnage. I'm not lying. If you know what's best, itho chal jo. On one hand, you're wearing Haji kapde, but you're a Hindu. Why have you come here for? And he was shouting so loudly after so long, for so long, that he's causing a proper commotion now. You can imagine with your minds that how everyone's starting to crowd around. Other people start gathering, and the other mullahs, the qazis that are there, they all look and they see that the Kaaba has moved. They all get shocked. Even Mullah goes running over to all of them and said to them that this kafir has come, and he came at night time, he fell asleep, his feet are pointing towards the Kaaba. I've stopped him loads, he doesn't listen, and then I grabbed his feet and I turned him around. When I looked at the Kaaba had moved, wherever I was moving his feet, the Kaaba was moving. I think he's got some sort of power, some sort of mantras, spells to do this. He's very powerful. He's not listening to me. Come with me and meet him yourself. I think he's a Hindu. After listening, all the Muslims get shocked. They all make their way to Guru Sahib Ji. They were big scholars, a lot of knowledge, and they were shocked. They came and surrounded Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, and then the elder spoke and asked Guru Sahib Ji, ki, are you a Hindu? Because a Muslim would never do this. Guru Sahib Ji achar more bani here. And this bani comes in Asa Diwar that we do in the mornings. Guru Sahib Ji, Rukamdeen Qazi is among all of these scholars. After hearing this, he said, ki look, in our faith, in Islam, we have Sawa Lakh Pagambars, meaning we have Sawa Lakh prophets. Do you believe in them or not? Guru Sahib Ji then said, look, there's countless Pagambars like the ones you believe in that stand in front of the court of WhyGuru, and they're begging WhyGuru. There's loads of them. How can you count that many? Whoever has forgot that Khuda, the prophets bring them back. The prophets bring them back into remembering Khuda. But you guys have forgotten the way. You have Baap in your minds, and you believe that our way is the only way, and everyone else is going to go to Nark. Does that sound similar to today's day and age? With sometimes with what Muslims come out with sometimes, that theirs is the only way, everyone else is going to go to eternal hellfire. Guru Sahib Ji are saying to them that you've got Baap in your minds and you believe that our way is the only way and everyone else is going to go Nark. Instead, you will go Nark. And if you don't listen and follow your path, you will go Nark. Then they ask Guru Sahib Ji, you tell us then. Tell us who's greater, Muslim or Hindu? You have demonstrated your Shaktiyan. No one else has ever done this before. With your Charan, the Kaaba moved. We accept that you are someone special. We praise you for this. Guru Sahib Ji then said, ki this body that WhyGuru has made of 5 elements, it's the same for everyone. We are made from that one. You do everything the same, whether you are Hindu or Muslim. And with your differences in soch and mentality, in terms of what you believe in, you cause conflict with one another. Guru Sahib Ji continue and they say the truth is, whoever has done Bhakti, Simran, whoever has remembered WhyGuru, they get praised in this world. They have understood who they are and they swam across this world ocean. Without good deeds, they will both go Nark. When you come in front of Dharmaraj on Judgment Day, your actions will get taken into account. Not that you are a Muslim or a Hindu. While you have breath in your body, you get attached to useless things. That person doesn't have any doubt and has become pure, the one that considers WhyGuru to be their true friend and is beyond all these labels. They don't care about all this. They see everyone as one. They only have love for that one WhyGuru. People don't understand this. They get stuck in quarrels and useless arguments. They suffer and end up in Nark. After hearing the beautiful bhajan of Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, these scholars who had so much knowledge all bowed to the Jagat Guru Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, the great perfect Guru of the world. They all bow in Guru Sahib Ji Charan and they recognize Guru Sahib Ji as Allah, as Khuda themselves. They get so happy, their faces are radiant with happiness. And when they rise from bowing to Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, they see Guru Sahib Ji's beautiful face, and now they can't contain their happiness. Khushi sambi nahi jandi. Just like a bee is attracted to a fragrant flower. That's how all of these qazis and Maulvis are getting attracted to Guru Sahib Ji's Pavitra Charan. They know that Guru Sahib Ji Charan are like flowers that give that fragrance. They do seva of Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, and when time passes by like this, Kavi Santokh Singh Ji write that I have completed this part of the Itihas here. And before I start the next part, Kavi Ji write, Guru Sahib Ji are like an ocean where true Gurmukhs drown themselves in Gurbani and Simran. Kavi Ji say that I bow in front of that true Guru. By Balaji who are narrating the Katha to Tan Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, they say, Guru Sahib Ji, listen to what's going to happen next. We spent time in Makkah. Guru Sahib ji said to Bhai Mardana ji ki hor kithe jana aata hai, where else do you want to go? Bhai Mardana ji said ki Maharaj, near this place I've also heard there's a qabr of Muhammad Sahib. Show me that place also. I've seen the pakhand that they do here, utthe chalde a Medina. Maharaj, you're the fulfiller of all desires, you can do anything. Sangat ji, your Guru, our Guru, Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj can absolutely do anything, and never ever forget that. That brings this part of our Itihas, this whole Sakhi to an end here. And we've probably heard this Sakhi quite a few times over the years, but I'm pretty sure we've not heard it in this way in so much great detail. I underestimated the time there. I didn't know it was going to take that long. So we've still got 15 minutes, and I'm going to try my absolute best here to do the other two Sakhya. Is it okay if we go over like 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Okay. So Sangat ji, just to give you a bit of like an idea, yeah, this would have been almost like 6 weeks worth of Friday Night Sikhi. And we're cramming it like 1.5 months of worth of Friday Night Sikhi into like 1.5 hour. Okay, so going through the next Sakhi. I want to ask for forgiveness now, Sangat ji, because I don't want anyone to get too bored of just hearing my voice like lagatar. But in essence, what you're really doing is, again, using the power of your mind. You're almost like watching a movie, right? That Sakhi showed us that Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj are truly the greatest of them all. This next Sakhi, you can take the teaching you want away from it yourselves. So Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj reached this barren field, Ujad, like a deserty area. Walking for a while, they don't come across any other village or city. Neither do they see any other person for ages. Bhai Mardana ji said, after not seeing anything or anyone for a while, Kende Maharaj, for a while we've just been wandering. No village, no city, no one around this desert area. Maharaj, eta drona ya, seeing this is scary. Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Kende, he don't see this vast empty land as nothing. The truth is that all around these lands there's heavy tapasya going on. There's bhakti going on. Rishis and munis are doing penance. Ujad, or a barren land, are those where there's no Naam Simran going on. Even if there's a big bustling city or village, if you think is Raunaka, the people that also live in these places never have Shanti. And that's true, isn't it? When you go into like negative places, for example, like pubs and clubs, utte negativity hundiya. That's why you'll never feel peaceful there, right? Your Atma inside starts crying inside. Your soul starts crying inside. But when you come to the Guru Kar, or when you do Sangat at home in your families, and you start doing Simran, or you start doing Vichar or sharing Sakhya, utte automatically Shanti aa jandi hai. Maharaj Kende, the rishis and the munis around this area have forsaken the desires of the world. They've left their families and they've gone into the jungles to connect with WhyGuru. Speaking about these bhagats, Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj are getting really happy. And Sangat ji, you want to make Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj happy? Je khush karna hai Maharaj nuna, Maharaj, don't do this. Do bhakti. Do Simran. And Guru Sahib Ji will get happy with you. A wise Gursikh told me once, yeah, because quite often these questions come up quite a lot of times. I'm not able to connect my mind. I'm not able to get my mind at ease when doing Simran. Mera man nahi tikada. My mind's going all over the place when I do Simran. This mind designed that way. It's supposed to do that, right? But then the other question that comes up sometimes is, if I don't get bliss from doing Simran, if I don't get Anand from doing Simran, or if I don't understand the Gurbani, then should I do it, or shall I just leave it? But the Gursikh said to me that question's come into my mind loads as well, and it's been loads of times. At times when when he first started out, koi Anand nahi aaya when doing Simran. You won't connect. There won't be no connection when you do Simran. But think of it this way, yeah? Sometimes, well, not sometimes, quite a lot of times, quite a lot of us here, how often do you like go happy to work? Man maar ke jana penda hai to kam te when you have to go work, right? We don't feel, especially Monday mornings, when you don't want to go to work, you'll man maar ke, you have to go. You still kind of drag yourself and go, but in the end, oda phal milda hai fir bhi. You still get the phal for it. What? You still get paid for that day that you work. In the similar way, even if you don't feel like doing Simran, if you don't feel like getting up at Amrit Villa, you still do it. Try and find that bliss in Guru Sahib's instructions that they're saying to you, Put, Amrit Villa uthya kar. Just in that, just think that my Guru Sahib Ji has told me to do something and find the happiness in that, chalo, I'm going to do it. Or find the anand that, Put, Simran karya kar. My Guru Sahib Ji has told me to do Simran. Whether get anand or not, that's up to Maharaj. Don't stress about it, ki mainu anand auga, I'll feel connected or whatever. Maharaj apne aap hi kripa kar denge ek din. But ultimately, we want Guru Sahib's khushiyan. And that Guru Sikh said, you know, kite na kite, when I sit there and do Simran, or whenever I do Simran, the first thing that comes to mind is when you start going, WhyGuru, WhyGuru. Somewhere, Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj must be smiling at me. And just in that, you get anand, don't you? You get happy. Ki Maharaj, you're getting happy with me. Right? It's tactics, techniques these are, Hana? Sangat ji, let's do it. If Guru Sahib Ji are telling us to do Simran, let's kathe hoke kariye. Just for a couple of seconds to feel that anand, to connect with Guru Sahib Ji. So everyone sit up straight so we can wake ourselves up a little bit again. I'm not sure if turning the lights off was a good idea now. But let's connect with Guru Sahib Ji just for a couple of seconds. First, I will say, and don't be shy, call out to Guru Sahib Ji. Maharaj want you to do Simran. That's what you've come here for. That's your purpose in life. Nothing else. Everything else is a byproduct in life. Sara kush, your family, your money, your work, your friends, everything else is a byproduct. The sole purpose of you coming here in this world is to do Simran. So I'm going to say it first, and everyone together just say it. Nice, Sej de naal. WhyGuru, 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 WhyGuru. Sangat ji, it's not hard. It's not hard to do Simran. Bahut anand auga, you will get anand from it. Guru Sahib, you're getting happy that they sing a shabd here in Asarag. They sing this shabd, Bhai Mardana ji then go quiet and they don't say anything. Sangat ji, further on, there's a village. This village is full of thugs, thieves. And if any traveler ever came into the village, they steal everything from them and kill them. To give the thieves that live in this village a Sikhya, a teaching, Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj went towards the village. Guru Sahib Ji do a kautak. They used their powers. They turned Bhai Balaji into a 16-year-old child. They put on nice clothes and expensive jewelry. They had gold bangles on and they were carrying bags of gold. Bhai Mardana Ji acted as a marasi, so acted like a messenger that's taking news about a wedding. As they come into the pind, they come across this thug, this thief. He sees them from far, and seeing the clothes that they have on, expensive ones, the thug said, please come to my house, you can stay there the night. The destroyer of sins, Papa nu naas karne wale, Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj go to this thief's house. This thief gets happy from inside. Ede karam bhi kitne change honge. This thief, who's done paap all his life, who's just stolen all his life, look at his karm right now. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj are going to his house. The truth is that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj have come into this world for the papis, for them low people, for the beggars, for the poor people. Maharaj had come into this world for them. Otherwise, who was the first person to do darshan of Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj? You lot learnt it last week, I think. It was Daultan Dai, who was very poor. The first person in this world to do darshan was her, not anyone else. It was someone who was really poor. The thief goes, Ki aajo main thodi malish karan, you must be tired. I'll do your seva as well, whatever you want. I'll get rid of your tiredness. All of the thieves of the village get together and they go towards the house where Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj are. Slowly they find out that someone rich has come. They get happy. The thieves call the other thief out of his house and they say, look, the rich person that's come to your house, he looks very powerful. His face is glowing. He has so much wealth with him. Where is he going? After taking everything from him, make sure you share it with us all. When morning comes, we will take our share. We've always given you your share as well. They said that and all went to their houses. It became dark that day. They all ate and they went to sleep. In the middle of the night, in the morning, no one was able to wake up. The whole night went by like this. Even the morning, no one was able to wake up. It was like they were all intoxicated. When the sun rose, Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj got up, did their simran, and they left this place to continue the journey. After Guru Sahib Ji left that nagar, they all wake up. All the thieves get together and in one place they have a meeting. And they said that the ones whose house Guru Sahib Ji stayed, where's all the stuff that you stole? He gets shocked and said, Ki last night I was in such a deep sleep that I didn't wake up. All the other thieves didn't believe what he says and they all start to argue with each other. They start fighting with one another. Everyone's saying to him, Ki last night you got your hands on a lot of wealth. Now you have hidden the mal. Why are you quiet now? Go and show us what you have stolen. The thieves then swore on the peace that they all believed in. Which they all believed him then. And then they go, which way did they go? They all together think. Then all four sides of the village they checked and try and find Guru Sahib Ji. Then they notice footprints going out of the village. And they quickly send 4 Naujwans in that direction. They go and find them. They run in that direction fast with weapons in their hands. Around 5 kilometers ahead, Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, Bhai Balaji and Bhai Mardana Ji are walking. They catch up to them. One of these thieves starts shouting. He starts to shout loudly while running. He goes, where do you think you're going? Stop, roko ete. We will kill you now. We'll make sure that you don't walk away live. You stole our stuff. They're accusing Guru Sahib Ji of being a thief. When Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj heard their voice from behind, then Guru Sahib Ji stopped and they don't take another step. And then they said, Ki, what are you saying? What did you say to us? The thief said, give us everything you have, otherwise we will kill you. We will kill you right here. Last night you saved yourself. Now we will make sure you don't live. This is our tradition. We first kill them and then we take everything from them. Then Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj said, Tika, if you have come to kill us, just listen to one thing first then. After you kill us, make sure you cremate our bodies after. Then you can take whatever you want from us. Then go back to your houses. We can't run from you. You've got weapons. Hearing the bhajan of Guru Sahib Ji, hearing Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's beautiful voice, they get some daya into them. Look, even a papi banda like that gets a little bit of compassion into them from hearing Guru Sahib Ji's Bani, their beautiful voice. And they say, okay, let's do what they're saying. We're willing to do that. They say, but how will we cremate you? There's no fire here. Na agni, na lakkad. If we leave you alive now, you will go and call for help. Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj said, look in the distance, there's smoke. Go there and get some fire. Bring it here, then kill us and take what we have. 2 of you go and bring it. 2 of you stay here on guard to give sukh to these thieves. And Sangaji, where else will you find such a guru who not only gives sukh to Gurmukhs, but Mahapurkhs, but Maharaj is giving sukh to the thieves as well. Inni daya Maharaj vich. So never ever think that I'm not worthy. Because the truth is we are worthy. But how lucky are we that we are the Sikh of Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj? But at the same time, Sangaji, maaf karna, but are we the Sikh of that Guru who has so much daya? who is perfect in every way, something to contemplate on, or are we following what the world wants? But something to contemplate on that is that, ask yourself that question. Let's continue. To give sukh to the thieves, Guru Sahib Ji tell them that this should be your plan. Look at that, Maharaj ne plan dasta ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਏਦਾਂ ਕਰ ਲਿਓ. Do this. You go and we'll wait here. So the two go towards the place where there's smoke. The smoke is rising in the air. And there was a cremation taking place at that time. Someone's body was getting burnt. Saskar ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ. The two stayed with Guru Sahib Ji with their weapons, on guard, making sure that Maharaj don't run. The two that walk towards the fire, when they get there, they see Jamdoot. They see the messengers of death holding on to someone and beating him up. With a chain around his neck, they're dragging him across the floor while beating him. And they're causing him so much pain. The two thieves ran to the side scared. Of course, dar lagana ya when you see something like that. Seeing the funeral pyre, they get some wood. They run towards there. They get the wood that has fire on it. And then they go back towards where Guru Sahib Ji are. And then this time, as they're walking back, they see that same guy who's being beaten up. But this time, he's in a palki and he's being carried on a throne. And angels are walking in front of him singing in rag. Seeing this, they get shocked. They're thinking, what's going on here? Without someone explaining to them, they don't understand ki ya idda kidda ho gaya. Ki pehla jamdoot ono korte deya. Oh, now the angels are giving him so much respect. First he was getting beaten and now this. The two Naujawan thieves walk up close to the angels and they ask, who's this person that you're carrying now? First he was getting beaten. Nearby the Jamdoot spoke and they said, ki this person was a very big papi. He did so much paap. He was worthy of getting punished. But when his body was getting cremated, Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj just gazed upon his funeral pyre, Sangat Ji, just looked in that direction. Nigah pegi chikhate Guru Sahib Ji di. And in that moment, his soul becomes pavitra. And the angels came down to take him instead. And he gets saved from the beatings. This person who says, Baap, all is late, all Maharaj did was just look in his direction. And he gets saved in that way. And the sins that he committed, not even one went with him now. The two Naujawan thieves ask, Kiye Nanak kauna? Who's this Nanak then? Tell us. The angels then said, you know the person that you've tied up, the ones that you have two gods, like guarding, that's Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Hearing this, they get amazed and shocked. Sangat Ji, their hankar breaks in an instant. They curse themselves and they run as fast as they can towards Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. The two Naujawan thieves run towards where Guru Sahib Ji are held captive. They run as fast as they can and they go and they fall on Guru Sahib Ji Maharaj's charan. They grab Maharaj's charan and they said ki Maharaj, aap ji da dukhan nu metan wale ho. Aap ji are the destroyer of all sorrows. And now they have full Sharda in Guru Sahib Ji now. And they start telling the other two what they saw. The other two also fall at Guru Sahib Ji charan also. Maharaj, we kill and steal from people for no reason whatsoever. Maharaj, we have realized that Aap Ji have all the powers and you can get rid of pain and sorrow. Sangat Ji, let's remind ourselves, what does the name even mean, Nanak? Last week you probably went through it. When I think it was Gurveen Penji, if I said that right, I didn't get the name wrong. But they went through the name of Nanak. It literally means that perfect being without an ounce of dukh. The thieves continue and they say, Ki Maharaj, you didn't show your powers to anyone. Please forgive us, Maharaj. We have done the biggest paps that you can do. Maharaj, aap ji are paropkari. You've come to save others. Maharaj, please come to our nagar. We fold both hands into a benti. We have always done paap. Please bless us, Maharaj. Seeing their garibi, their humbleness, Guru Sahib Ji turn back and go towards their nagar. The Naujwans bring Guru Sahib Ji with the most respect and they tell everyone in the city what they saw. Where there was a nice clean place, they asked Guru Sahib Ji to sit there. Everyone is doing bandana to Guru Sahib Ji charan and they all praise Guru Sahib Ji. They all do a benti ki say, Maharaj, please give us an upadesh, give us a teaching. Sadda palavi ho jave. So Maharaj are going to give us a teaching now. Up until now, we have done bad karma. But now we have understood. And this Sangat ji is just from getting darshan of Guru Sahib ji. Guru Sahib ji haven't even given an updesh yet, but yet they've submitted to Maharaj. This is why it's so important that you get darshan of Guru Sahib ji every day, where you try your absolute best to make it a habit, make it a routine, part of your life, that you have to come and do Matha Tek to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Just like you eat every day, just like you have to drink water every day, that should be part of your life as well. O kharaak hegi ya thodi atma di. That's your soul's diet. Your soul will get really stronger then. Hearing the benti of Guru Sahib Ji, hearing the benti of everyone, Guru Sahib Ji said, ki the way you have lived your life before is nindan jog, is a bad way of living your life. Instead of stealing and killing, why don't you all start doing kheti? All the money and items you have stolen over the years, all the stuff you've collected, all of it's paap. Do seva of the sadhus and the mahapurkhs. Do simran on true WhyGuru, as with simran your paap get washed away. Just by saying WhyGuru once, thousands of paaps get washed away. Not just in this janam, from your previous janams. Do Kirtan the day, sing the praise of WhyGuru, connect with WhyGuru, do Simran with love, prema bhakti, unconditional love. ऐदा ना सिमरन करो कि मैं सिमरन करूँगा मैंने कुछ मिलूगा, मैं सिमरन करूँगा Maharaj will make this for me. But at the same time, Sangat don't think I'm saying कि if you need worldly things, वो भी मंगो Maharaj को, ask Maharaj. I'm a culprit to that. I ask everything from Maharaj. Worldly things. You're not going to laugh. I've even asked for a motorbike from Maharaj. Once I wanted this motorbike so bad, and I said, Maharaj, I want this motorbike while doing Nitnem. I had that in my mind. And you know what? I got that motorbike in the end. But Maharaj, listen to this updesh always, and you will get sukh. Everyone in this village start listening to Guru Sahib Ji's bachan. They all started to do Simran. They all took on the path of Sikhi. And Guru Sahib Ji spent many days here making sure that everyone does Simran correctly. Guru Sahib Ji forgave all their past sins. Forget about saving one papi. Guru Sahib Ji saved the whole pind in this way. And then Guru Sahib Ji leaves this place to go on to the next to save everyone else as well. So we've gotten really late now. And the last one, I did want to go through it with you guys, because it's one of the, these are all great, all the Sakhi are really great. But if I try and shorten it down, maybe we can do it in the next 5-10 minutes. But I understand if anyone has to leave, they can leave as well. But this one, I'm going to do a bit of emotional blackmail now. But Kavi Santokh Singh, you say that to end this part of the Tihas, so they say that whoever listens to this next part of the Tihas with Sharda, with Prem, with love, they won't get affected by Kaljug. The day and age that we live in now, Kaljug, the age that we're living in, Kaljug is only getting worse day by day. Right? Kaljug is getting worse. It's not getting better. So if we come out of this illusion, we have Guru Sahib Ji, however. So for us, we're lucky. But Kavi Santokh Singh Ji say that whoever listens to this part of the Itihas with Sharda, with Prem, they won't get affected by Kaljug. Bro, I don't know if we should do this or not. This last Sakhi. I can try my absolute best to do it in 10 minutes. But we will get late. Vote kar lo. Shall we do it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have to do it now, innit? We're going to have to do it now. So let me just have a bit of pani and we'll do a rapid fire round. Guru Sahib Ji have moved on from one place to the next as they come across a very thick, dense, scary looking jungle. And I know it's hard sometimes, to refocus your minds, but I'm sure all of you can. Anand bahut honda hai. I'm getting so much anand by just telling you guys, right? Going through it. I've been through the Sakhi so many times, but each time I go through it, I absolutely love it. Guru Sahib Ji then moved on from this place and they come across a very thick, dense, scary looking jungle. Guru Sahib Ji reached this place and they sat down to rest. At this time, a sandstorm was taking place, and even though it's daytime, it became very dark very quickly. The storm was ripping up trees and bushes. When Bhai Mardana Ji saw this happening, he gets scared and they cover their face and they lie down on the ground. Bhai Mardana Ji said, Ki Maharaj, you've brought us to a very scary looking jungle. Neither will anyone dig a grave for me or put a coffin over me. Coming here with Aapji has been difficult anyway. But Guru Sahib Ji laughed and they said, Mardanya, while we're with you, why are you getting scared? Remember, Maharaj, you're talking to us right now. They go, Mardanya, why are you getting scared? Nothing will even come close to you. Why are you getting scared? Bhai Mardana Ji said, Maharaj, I'm shivering with fear. I haven't seen a place like this before, even seen a storm like this before. That's it, mera ta ant aa gaya, my end's near, I will die here. Sangat Ji, while the storm was taking place, in the distance you can see a silhouette, a very scary looking demon was coming towards them. The head was up into the sky and the feet were buried in the dense bushes. Big massive teeth, scary looking, with huge nostrils. Bhai Mardana Ji said, Ki Maharaj, chalo, we got saved from the storm, but now this dent will surely kill us. Look, Maharaj, he's coming towards us with his mouth open. He's going to eat us. Guru Sahib Ji kende, Mardanya, there's nothing. Don't get scared. Eta kuch nahi. It won't come near you. It won't come near you. You don't have to get scared of this, not even a bit. Guru Sahib Ji then said, Ki look, it's Kaljug that's coming towards us. He's taken on the form of a dent, a demon. There's smoke coming out of his nostrils. Bhai Mardana Ji is covering his face. It's so scary. Getting very scared. Kaljug has taken on this form to test Guru Sahib Ji. It's all black, like black clouds. Using his powers, it starts to hail. Big hailstones start falling from the sky. It's like big boulders are falling from the sky. Nothing affecting our perfect Guru, the ultimate warrior. They stay sitting there, adored, trying to use all of his powers, but nothing affects Guru Sahib Ji. Has anything ever affected Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj? Any of our Guru Sahib Jis? Nothing can. But Kaljug quickly realized who it is, and in his mind he knew this is Parameshwar. Then he changed his form to a banda, a human, still breathing fire out of his mouth, and his skin was shining like gold. In one hand he has a tongue, and in one hand he has male genitals. He came close, and then Guru Sahib Ji laughed in his face and said, Mardanya, hun tu tamasha dekhi. Watch the tamasha happen. Get up and let's show you the tamasha. Haunsla rakh tu. Don't have any fear within you, not even an ounce. This is Guru Sahib Ji telling us right now. And I've been the one to always say this in Friday Night Sikhi, to Sangat, in talks, that Kaljug is getting worse, guys. I get scared of Kaljug. I get scared of what's going to happen in the future to my children. What's going to happen? Jolly, you probably have to turn the lights now. This Kaljug. Nishaniya. That's a sign, that is. Inni ke rakh lo, that's fine. But I'm the one to always say that Kaljug is getting scary, edda hona hai. But when I heard this Sakhi, that fear all went away then. But Maharaj keh rahe hain, you don't need to be scared of anything. And why? Because our Guru are amazing in that way. They're perfect, they're magnificent, they're beautiful in every way. Perfect in every way. Guru Sahib Ji continue and they say, Mardanya, tamasha dekhi hun. And then Kaljug does matha take to Maharaj now, and they beg for forgiveness. You know why I just paused there for a second? Because when we go through the Friday Night Sikhi every week, the notes that I've written here is that Guru Sahib Ji continue and say, Mardanya, watch the tamasha here. And I was thinking of leaving it here as a cliffhanger, and which I did leave it as a cliffhanger for the Sangat. And I thought, yes, let's leave it here. But then I thought that's not fair on the Sangat. Because every week we do leave it on a cliffhanger, and the Sangat always goes, oh, why do you leave it there for? Let's continue. And they're going, you have to come back next week now, let's listen to the rest. But Kaljug does matha take to Maharaj and he begs for forgiveness. And he goes, I didn't realize, Maharaj. Guru Sahib Ji said, Ki, why have you got this roop for? Kaljug said, Ki, Maharaj, I'm doing whatever the people of the world want. Now this is where it gets a bit scary. He goes, I'm doing whatever the people of the world want. People of the world either use his tongue to do nindya or to just get stuck in desires to taste food, to get stuck in all these different desires, to do gossiping, to do nindya. And people get stuck in calm in this world, in lust. They're drowning in lust. Seeing everyone be like this, even my buddhi, this is Kaljug saying this, ki even my intellect has went bad for a moment. When I saw you, that's why I reacted the way I did. But Maharaj, aap you are perfect, Mahapurkh. Guru Sahib Ji then said, ki tera na kiya, what's your name and where do you live? Why have you come here? Why are you changing your roop like this and being fake? Kaljug said, my name is Kaljug. I have come to do darshan of you, Maharaj. Right now, in this moment, I've come to do matha tek. I've done this many times before where I tried to scare away sadhus and they do get scared. I did this to test you. Guru Sahib Ji said, Kaljug, tell me your nishaniya. What's your nishaniya? And what forge, what army do you have with you? How do you rule the world? Kaljug then said, these are my nishaniya to win over the world. Lying and being fake are my warriors. More attachment is the Raja. All the 5 thieves, the Panj Chor, Kaam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, the thoughts that they put into everyone's minds, that's my army of hathis, my army of elephants. So it's powerful and strong. Doing irkha, nindya, jealousy, that's my chariot forge. Being lazy, doing nasha and gambling is my cavalry forge. Doing chori, stealing are my foot soldiers. Guru Sahib Ji then said, ki teri forge jo aa, where does your forge go up to? How big is your army? After Guru Sahib Ji asked Kaljug, where does your forge go up to? Kaljug said, ki my forge goes in all 4 directions of the world. Plundering as they go along, whoever comes in their way, nothing can stand in the way of my warriors. Nothing can stop them. It's very rare when someone can stand against my forge. 1 in a million. In this age, I've turned everything upside down. I haven't come across anyone who has had the himmah to stand against me. Even people that had Shakti and had powers, we didn't spare them as well. No one can stand in front of my army made of Vishivakar, desires of the world. Doing Pakhand in this world is my warrior. Pakhandis have fallen hard in front of me. There's no place safe from me. Hearing this, Guru Sahib Ji then said, Ki jere kol sardari hundi a, whoever has sardari, meaning whoever's got Raj, power, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਅੰਤ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੀ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਆ. They have an end one day. And the servants of WhyGuru will not get affected by you. People like you, Kaljugi Jeeves, suffer in the end when chains are put around your neck. Maharaj is saying this to Kaljug, that you will get destroyed one day. You get destroyed from the hands of Mahapurkhs. That's why it's important to do Sangat of great Gursikhs and Mahapurkhs. Because if you have Sardari, so what? I'm the Chakar of WhyGuru, I'm the servant of WhyGuru. And when your end comes one day, when your fate gets decided, that decision will be in the hands of all the Bhagats. Kaljug then folds both hands and he does Matha Tek to Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Then he said, Ki Maharaj, that's why I've come to you. There's no difference between Aapji and WhyGuru. Hey Maharaj, accept my offering and please bless me. Forgive all the mistakes I've made. We're about to come to the end. I will turn all the mandars into gold for you with rubies and diamonds encrusted, with nice scent coming out from them. And then when you sit in these mandars, then it will make me happy. Stay in these places, Maharaj, let me gift you these. Or if you want, I can bring mandars here for you. Accept offering, please, Maharaj. Guru Sahib Ji then recite Bani here. Again, we're not going to go into the Bani because it's too long. But Guru Sahib Ji recite the Bani here. And they even say that these mandars that you're offering me, if I accept them, then I might waver. I might forget my true love, my WhyGuru. I might forget that. So no, I don't want that. Then Kaljug said, Maharaj, if Aapji don't want the mandars made out of gold, then Maharaj have women angels. They have beautiful bodies. Enjoy them. Fulfill your desires with them. And I think it's scary that Kaljug is trying to entice Guru Sahib Ji ki sadda ki banuga. But we're the Sikh of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Kaljug continues and said that there will be beautiful beds for you. Aapji, enjoy all of this for however long you wish. This is my beta to you. This is my gift to you, Maharaj. Please accept it. Then Guru Sahib Ji continued that Bani and they said, if I accept these gifts of women, then I'm gonna fall and get stuck in the desires of Kaam. And if I accept this, then I will stray away from my beloved WhyGuru. So no, I don't want this. Then Kaljug said, Maharaj, okay, then accept non-niddiyan, thara, siddhiyan, accept all the spiritual powers of the world. If you have this ichha, you can have this power. You will be sukhi wherever you go. People will be scared of you, whoever do your puja. People do your puja. Please accept this. Guru Sahib Ji continued the Bani, and they said, if I accept all these shaktiyan, I'll forget about my beloved WhyGuru. So no, I don't want this. Then Kaljug said, Ki Maharaj, have Parchar of the world, be the Raja of this world. You will have a big army. You might think that Maharaj are the Raja of this world. They have the Parchar of this world. But this is a teaching for us. And you'll understand why this Maharaj is playing out this play. Kaljug said, you will be all powerful, please accept it. Please accept this. Guru Sahib Ji then said, the last part of the Bani, that if I accept this Raj that you're saying, I will forget my beloved WhyGuru. No, I don't want this Raj. Then Kaljug becomes Nima. Fir Nimrata vich aa janda hai, with humbleness. He said, Maharaj, you're antarjami. You have come into this world in this dark age. I have come into your charna. Maharaj, you're letting this meeting of ours go to waste. In nefal ho rahe ne darshan. Aap ji haven't accepted any of my gifts. Aap ji haven't fulfilled any of my desires to serve you. If you accept my gift, then I will think you have done kirpa on me. I want your kirpa, Maharaj. Guru Sahib Ji then said, Ki if you want to give me something, then give me one thing. Any one of my Sikh who do Simran, you or your Fauj is not to go near them. There you go. Maharaj has given it to us on a plate. In Kaljug, where look how Kaljug entices the whole world, Maharaj kende ne, and look how Maharaj are vouching for us. Maharaj said, I don't want any of that. If you want to give me one thing, is tusi minu de do Simran. Any one of my Sikh who do Simran, you or your Fauj is not to go near them. Our Guru Sahib Ji are vouching for us. Hor ki chahiye afan. We don't need anything else from this world then. Inni kirpa, Guru Sahib Ji love us so much. They love us this much. This is proof. Guru Sahib Ji continue and they say, Ki don't go near my Sikh. Whoever gets up, Amrit Villa and does Ishnan, whoever does Simran, if you want to give me something, then give me this. You're not to give my Sangat any dukh. Kaljug then folded both hands and said, Ki Maharaj, honestly Sangat Ji, hand on heart, while we've been going through the great stories of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, I doubt very much that even once a bad thought might have come into your mind while we've been doing this. And if it has, that's Guru Sahib Ji cleaning your soul, if it has happened. But why is it not happening? Because we're talking about the greatness of Guru Sahib Ji. We've even done a little bit of Simran. But Maharaj, Kaljug said, this hukam of yours, Sir Mathe Maharaj, I will definitely do this. I can't say no to Aapji. Although it is my job to make everyone do the opposite to good, stealing, gambling, thuggi marni, being dishonest, being fake, I will make it such a place where someone that lies will be seen as a hero and someone that speaks the truth will get laughed at. Oh, he'll be called Kamla. Murks will come and sit next to kings and give them wrong advice. People won't give daan. People will leave their dharma. And in the end, they will suffer. People that are fake and do pakhand, they will get respected in this world. We're seeing all these nishaniyan. But Maharaj, I will listen to what Aapji are saying. But still, Maharaj, accept the gold mandirs. I will get happy. Guru Sahib Ji laughed and said that you will have a lot of presence in this age. You will be powerful. But in your age, the praise of Simran and Kirtan will be much greater. Mema of Simran will be so great. In Satjug, people lasted for ages. In Kaljug, you can obtain blessings very quickly. You know the mandirs that you want to gift me? I will come in my fourth form, Guru Ramadas Ji, and I will take them from you. Kaljug then gets happy and did matha take to Maharaj. And he said, Ki Maharaj, wherever your Sikh do Simran and Sangat, I won't go near them. But the ones that don't, I will give them dukh. But according to your hukam, whoever does Simran, I won't go near them. Kaljug gets blessings from Guru Sahib Ji in this way. He does matha take and he leaves. And remember what I said at the beginning, whoever listens to this part of the itihas with sharda, with prem, with love, they won't get affected by Kaljug. I know we went over by a lot of time. Well, it was only 25 minutes, not too bad. But we'll leave it there. We normally do end with questions But I think we've gone a little bit over time. If anyone has got any questions, then we can do a quick fire round. If we've got 5 minutes, I suppose, and call it a nice round number, 9 o'clock. Has anyone got any questions they would like to ask? Hanji? Yeah? Hanji, pucho.
ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਬਾਬੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਨਕਾ ਰਾਖੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਕਥਾ ਸੁਣ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਪੌਜ ਆ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਨਕਾ ਰਾਖੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਬੇਸਿਕਲੀ ਡਬਲ ਮਾਈਂਡਡ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਇੱਕੋ ਲਾਈਨ ਆ ਜੋ ਪੌਜ ਆ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਮੈਂ ਬਾਣੀ ਤਾਂ ਸੁਣੀ ਆ ਬਟ ਮੈਂ ਕਦੀ ਆਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖੀ ਜਾਂ ਮੈਂ so I hope you did you understand my question?
Hanji, yeah, I've understood it. Yeah. Let me quickly get it up.
ਉਹ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਪੌਜ ਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸੱਚਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਨਕਾ ਰਾਖੀ ਮੇਰੀ.
So the question here, I think we're supposed to repeat the questions. I've been watching these, yeah. We're supposed to repeat the question for the listeners or the watchers on YouTube. The question is that jiri line hai sab te vadda Satguru Nanak jin kal rakhi meri. But Bhai Sahib ji here are saying that what they've heard in Katha is sab te vadda Satgur Nanak jin kal rakhi meri. So I'm just going to quickly have a check to see where the pause is. And then we can clarify that, because on this app you have the Vishrams. So in Gurbani, when you do Santhya, when you start going through Santhya, the correct pronunciations of Gurbani, you also get taught the Vishrams, which pause kithe hunde ya kithe nahi hunde and stuff like that. So according to this, the pause is at Sabte Vadda Satguru Nanak Jin Kal Rakhi Meri. So Nanak te pause. Yeah. That made me look like a proper knowledgeable person, innit? Hanji. Any other questions before we call it a day? Hanji, Bhai.
I've read somewhere, I think I saw something on YouTube actually. I just wanted to get some clarification. I was just curious more than anything. It said that Jere Pelli Parchar se Guru Nanak Dev Ji, he gave the Gaddi to Dusri Parchar 6 years before he actually left this world. Is there any truth in that?
I'm going to have to clarify that for you, Baj. I 100% don't know. So the question is that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj gave the Gurta Gaddi to Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj 6 years prior, and then they left the world, huh? Is what you're saying? That's what you heard. So I'm not 100% sure about that, Baj. I'm not gonna make it up or whatever, but we're gonna have to look into that. I think I can have a quick look after, try and look, because the Gurmat Vidyalaya is happening through Devanhar, as some of you might know, and I've been lucky enough to actually share the module of going through Guru Sahib Ji's Jivan, and we have gone through that part. But yeah, I'll try and clarify that after, if that's okay.
Perfect.
Anyone else, quickly? No? So, Sangat Ji, if I made any mistakes, please forgive me. I am learning like everyone else is. And the truth is, if I didn't have my tablet, I wouldn't be able to do this. Yeah, so this makes me look really good. Even when sometimes I go on stage, sometimes the organisers have made me sit on stage when we've had Kathavachaks in the Sangat. And it's made me feel really bad, because I'm a pretty much kind of a fake Kathavachak or fake Parcharak. So if I've made any mistakes, please forgive me. I'm learning like everyone else is. But hopefully, the aim was for you guys to fall in love with Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Hopefully that has happened. But build that relationship with Maharaj, yeah, and live by the Upadesh Maharaj. Maharaj has given the Upadesh teachings to everyone the same. Going through their life, what we've learnt is whether they're a king, whether they're a beggar, whether they're rich, whether they're poor, whatever karma they do, their background work, Maharaj has said to everyone, get up at Amritavillah and do Simran. And give Dan from your earnings. So Sangat Ji, big fatih to everyone.